If you plan to use Filmora from Wondershare to grow your business, you need to know what you're agreeing to. Some recent scandals in the world of video editing app has shown the necessity for us to take a closer look at terms and conditions. So today we're breaking down the general terms of use, the privacy policy, as well as the specific terms of use for Filmora from Wondershare. The good news is that there is no mention anywhere that Wondershare receives any license on your content, your image, or whatever else crazy thing we found in the CapCut terms, for example. But now the next question would be, can they use my content in any way, promotionally or for any reason? Well, the use of your content is very well explained in the privacy policy section 2.2. It is limited to provide and facilitate the AI services with you so that you can generate and edit pictures, audio, and video. To identify the abnormal status, ensure the stability and security of our services, that's pretty normal. To investigate and resolve security issues, that's fair. And to analyze your use of and any other interaction or interest in our service, and to improve our services, which is quite normal if you ask me. But what about your image, your voice, your face? Well, in section 1.1 of the privacy policy, it says, to enable the generation of pictures, voice, video, and AI avatar, we will collect some of your biometric information pursuant your authorization, including your facial features and your voice print. But in both cases, they say, please be assured that except for the content processing, we will not use the facial features for identifying a specific person or share it with third parties. And upon completion of the generation, our system will automatically delete the aforementioned information without retaining it. So this is very important and reassuring. I really like what I see here. The limitation on usage of your content and the commitment to delete the data afterward is really important for your privacy. There's a little caveat I want to make about section 12 in the general terms of use, which say that during the term of this terms, licensee grants licensor the right to include licensee as a customer in software promotional material. Here it doesn't say that they will use your content for promotional material like other platforms we've analyzed before, but it really says that they may mention you as a potential customer. However, they do also say that you can send them an email at any time to remove this consent. So this is really excellent in my opinion. Now, regarding the very important topic of commercial license versus individual license, I think they make it very clear. Wondershare does offer some business licenses. So if you're a content creator trying to make it professionally or a business using the tool to create content, well, this is perfect for you. However, there is a little small caveat I want to point out in section 1 and 2 of the specific terms of use of Filmora, which say, however, even though you have bought a business plan, you shall not use the music tracks and sound effects built in Filmora, which are intended for individual use only. So if you're creating content for commercial purposes, you need to be really careful not to use their embedded music or their sound effects neither. And finally, another good point for Filmora is that there is no termination for convenience when you take a look at section 7 of their general terms of use, which means that if you purchased a perpetual license, unless you breach the terms of the agreement, they cannot terminate your license for any and all reason. This is great if you're looking for a stable tool to use. If you find this kind of review helpful, please consider subscribing to my newsletter, link in the description below. I give away a lot of legal tips, free legal documents, and generally I just make you part of my journey. So that's it for me today. See you in the next one.